other individual. So I'm letting them know that they have extremely disregarded my rights, my unalienable rights protected by the Constitution and protected by my religious freedoms.
If you're going to keep your driver's license and make your explanatory statements a part of the record, that had good benefits to it. Same thing with the SS5. See, I do this show here, but I'm involved with another group of people that's doing big things, and they come back and tell, "Oh man, I did this," and to make sure that the SS5 was corrected, and they confirmed it. Listen, I'm not telling y'all just to file stuff just because it looks good, and you have to understand that you're being told to file things and don't understand what you do. I'm not saying don't file. I'm just saying before you file anything, make sure it's going to do something for you. Understand what you're doing. Now, one of the things, before I get into that, before I break down this trust, I always got to put spiritual teachings above the secular teachings or whatever it is, law teachings, trust teachings. I got to go spiritual first. That's a must. So I'm in Matthew chapter 7, verses 7. And it says, "Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and it will be opened to you. But everyone who asks receives, and he who seeks finds, and to him who knocks it will be opened. Or what man is there among you who, if his son asks for bread, will give him a stone? Or if asked for a fish, will he give him a serpent? If you then, being evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father who is in heaven give good things to those who ask him? Therefore, whatever you want men to do to you, do also to them, for this is the law and the prophets." So let's start at the beginning. It says, whatever you ask, and you will find. Who are you asking? Me? Some man? You asking the God in you, the God mind, the mastermind. Where this all started. All answers start there. Why are you going everywhere else? That's why I tell people, before you come to me, go to the Spirit and ask. Get quiet. Lay down. Shut off your mind for a while about worrying about whether your bill's going to get paid or worrying about you going to be able to control your wife or your husband or your kids. Lay down and get quiet. And let the answer come to you through the Spirit. You see? Too many times we look to things we can physically see to give us answers, or people we can physically hear to give us answers. And before I go on, John 4:24, God is spirit, and those who worship him must worship in spirit and truth. In truth. Those are connected. The spirit and the truth are connected. The only way you're going to get your true answers is if you go within. So, then in 12 it says, therefore, whatever you want men to do to you, do also to them, for this is the law and the prophets. So it's saying, whatever you want somebody else to do, you must be willing to do it too. You may, excuse me, hold on. You must be willing to do or be the very thing that you want someone else to be. And if you're not willing to do that, you're not going to get that, what you want. Because it says, but this is the law and the prophets. So that's a law. So when you're not willing to be to others what you want them to be to you, then you are breaking the law. Remember that when why you're having such a hard time. Y'all here breaking laws, spiritual laws. This is a big point that I want to stress. 13. Enter by the narrow gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leads to destruction. And there's many who go in by it, because narrow is the gate and difficult is the way which leads to life, and there are few who find it. 13, very important. Wide is the gate and broad is the way. People have a tendency to go for popularity over truth, because other people like something or someone. Just because people got a lot of likes doesn't mean that they're truthful people, that you should be following it. In my experience, it's the person with the less popularity that has the real information or have the truth. Why do I say that? It's just obvious. People don't like hearing the truth. They run from it like it's the plague. So when you see few people around a person, that means that person might be telling you some truth. Okay? And that's how y'all get caught up. Y'all want popularity. Popularity contest. You see? Now, that's kind of hard for me because I have a very good following. And at times I say to myself, I don't want it to be overwhelming for me, where it allows my ego to take off and start thinking all of this is me that's doing it. It's not me that's doing it. It's the God working through me. Everything that I'm teaching comes through me, not from me. I can only give credit to the Most High, God, in me for this. It's not me. Because when I go back to Tuesday's show and try to recall everything I said and the power of the message of that show, it can't be duplicated. I mean, I'll duplicate, give more powerful shows now and in the future, but what I'm saying, because that was divinely directed to help you guys keep y'all's money in your pocket. Before you part ways for $5,000, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, understand what you're buying. You wouldn't go into Walmart and buy a package of meat before checking to make sure it's fresh, right? You ain't gonna buy spoiled meat, are you? And pay for it. Same thing with buying anything you buy from somebody. Make sure the information is not spoiled. It's just not fluff. Okay? Because that's what you're about to get. Fluff. Misdirection. Okay? And this is one of the most important things. Because we have a lot of this in this community. A lot. Right now. Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravenous wolves. You will know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? Even so, every good tree bears good fruit, but a bad tree bears bad fruit. A good tree cannot bear bad fruit, nor can a bad tree bear good fruit. Every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown in the fire. Therefore, by the fruits you will know them. So be careful when the tree you are picking from. Oh, it looks good. I'm going in the store and, look at fruit. Apple looked perfect on the outside. Cut it open, it was rotten. The true fruit was hidden inside. What was really going on was hidden, rotten to the core. Because they spraying that stuff with the chemicals now. And you can buy. I bought some bananas. They were hard when I opened them up. They looked, the outside looked good, perfect. Open it up and it was like I could break it in half, like a breadstick, a hard breadstick, or a little pretzel stick, maybe like that. Yeah. Listen, y'all. For a long time, people have been beguiling you guys with fancy things. and fancy trinkets and fancy, I got this and I got that. And see, they're words. They're only words. Stop falling for words and look for action. Don't become a glorified secretary. Don't become a glorified administrative assistant, because that's what you are when you just filing stuff anywhere and everywhere, going in there. Oh, let me file. I need to file my express trust. They're looking at you like a fool. Express trust. Do you understand what that really is? It's just a trust that expresses the terms. So all I got to do is say Akeem Barber's Family Trust. And then I have my other stuff. Of course, you're not going to trust anyway. You're going to file the trust certificate. But my trust will express the terms that governs that trust. People would throw words at you, I'm telling y'all. You know, with every good show, you get some attacks. They come out. You see, the truth always shakes up things. You know, that reminds me. What's that scripture? I come not to bring peace to the world. What is the scripture? I don't know. Let's see. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I've come not to send or bring peace, but a sword. What is the sword? Take the S off, the word. The word is a sword. So when you speak in truth, it's like a sword. It cuts through all of the BS and gets down to the meat of it and the truth of it and shows you what you're really doing. And that's what happened the other night. A sword was sliced clear through all of this fanfare, fluff. I got the CAFA accounts. You know, I've heard that, I don't know how many times in the last 5 years I heard people say that they were taking people to the CAF accounts. I'm going to get y'all to the CAF accounts. And I'm waiting for other people to do it before I do it so I can show you. No, what they're really waiting for is other people to give them more information so they can teach and make it sound better. And you never, listen. Too many people have gone after them CAF accounts and have fall by the actual legal sword. Okay? Let's be real, if I had the information on the CAF accounts and I actually tapped into the CAF account, you think just think about the shows I was doing back in the past, and I was really giving y'all some really good information. All of a sudden, either volume starts going bad, they start going in and out. Come on. That is what you call national security level information. Okay? Knocks on doors. So I would suggest, let me keep it real too. This show is for people who support this show, and I'm only speaking to those people that flip-flop, want to be over here just kind of being nosy on what I'm doing so they can report that. This is not for you. This is for the people who respect what I do and what I say, know me as a person and know my character. Okay? So that's who I'm talking to right now. I just don't want y'all to get sidetracked, because when this membership, actually the membership,
let me turn this down. Man, oh man, oh man. I was listening to myself preach right there. That was an old show from like 2020, I think it was. Let me see. 2021 or something like that. And I was listening to it. And I still teach a lot of the stuff. Like if you go further into that show, will see. I'm talking about trust, whether you should file it. It's a really good show. It's the what show was it? Now that I done closed it out, I can't find this show. It was from the old Moore Empire Building show. It's about should you record your trust? It's on YouTube. Go back and listen to it. Yeah, I was listening to that. I was like, I was getting a word from it. Just listening to myself. Because sometimes you got to go back and listen to your old stuff, listen to yourself, talk back to you. You got to listen to the God in you come back to you and listen. And that's something I've gotten out of habit, like going back to my old shows and listening to them. I got to get back into that because a lot of times when I'm talking, I don't remember everything I said because where it's coming from, like I said in that previous recording, it's coming from a higher place. So I'm just, at the time I'm speaking it, I know what I'm saying. And sometimes it's hard to record what I'm saying in my memory bank and speak it. So in order for me to go back and really appreciate what I said, I have to go back and watch the recordings. And I like watching myself do these things because it also helps me improve on where I need to in my speech and how I deliver information. So I got a confession. I got a serious confession. Lately, I have not been feeling at the height of my spirituality. And like, it's like I lost some type of connection and I'm trying to weed through it. Like, what is it? What is that connection? Where did I lose it at? And I don't know. Sometimes it's gonna be. What I'm saying is because sometimes it's gonna be like that. Like you feel like you lost. You didn't really lose it. You never lose your spiritual connection. What it is, you forget about it. You let things distract you. So what that means is there's too many things distracting me, and I have to get rid of some of those things that's distracting me and get back to my true self. Because it's nothing else but truth, and it's nothing else but spirituality. All of the wealth and the peace and the love is a result of your true connection with God, with the God in you. That's where it all starts at. That's why it says put God first in your life. That's what it means. Put the God in you first. Then all these things will be added to you. Put your spirituality first. Can you be successful without putting spirituality first? Sure, but it'll all be temporary. You won't feel fulfilled. You won't feel like you're accomplishing anything. What you'll do is you'll go out there and amass all of this wealth and look around you and you're still not happy. See, I want the wealth, but I want the happiness too. I want the satisfaction. I want the contentment. The reason I don't want the wealth for me, I want the wealth for my children's children. That's what I want it for. It's not for me to spend it and show off and get all this. No, it's really for leaving something behind so my children's children, and their children can have something to talk about. Hey, man, my great-great-great-grandfather, he did this for us. He left this behind. He accomplished this so that we can live comfortable, breaking these generational poverty curses that we grow up in, breaking these generational poverty mindsets. And I for sure had a poverty mindset not all that long ago. I'm still a baby in the spirituality game, just to be honest with you. I'm still trying to graduate and get to the real higher levels. Because still things out there still challenge me. So, yeah, I get to those places sometimes, but it ain't going to be for long, I'll tell you that much. It won't be for long. So just imagine if I could still deliver these these messages even when I'm not really feeling it. Imagine when I'm feeling it. Imagine. Today, I hadn't had the alcohol in a while. I got me a little booster. See, I needed a little booster. Peace from Brazil. You in Brazil again, brother? Oh, man. So, what I'm saying is some of you guys may feel a little bit disconnected or a lot disconnected or feel like giving up. You can't get it right. Well, let me help you with something. This year has been a challenging year for staying connected to your spirituality. You're not the only one dealing with that. This has been a very challenging year to stay focused. And I think it's largely because 5G is everywhere. And I think these high intensity Wi-Fi frequencies and radio waves is really interfering with our thought processes. You can't get enough sleep. You seem like you can't concentrate. You seem like you can't focus. No, because you got so much energy waves floating out there just interfering with your thought processes. It's not you. It's not that you can't concentrate. It's that you're in an environment that's bombarded with all these negative imagery. Do you realize our brains work at a very high ultra frequency? So the higher they go up in frequencies, the closer they get to that frequency. And it can disrupt it. Now they at a frequency now, 5G. And coincidentally, we're supposed to be heading into the fifth dimension, but we got 5G now. What are they trying to do? They're trying to create an alter energy phase or energy system or energy dimension to keep you from spiritually elevating to the fifth dimension. Because fifth dimension is a spiritual dimension where you see things as they are. You get the illusionary world falls away. Y'all think all of these wars popping up are a coincidence now? As more people wake up and learn and figure out where the truth is, the more subversion is going to be presented to you. More distractions. Oh, praise y'all, say 21 days water pass. That's an actually absolutely good idea. You see? You're right. That I do really need, and then that's another thing. It's harder to do a fast. I've been trying to stay with a fast for a minute, but I'm gonna go for it. We got how many days left to the new year? We got this October. So it's time for me to do a fast and get to that new year in that fast. Man, that's going to be some work. That's going to be a challenge. I can do it. You can do it. And if you don't want to start your fast now, you can start it 30 days prior to the corporation new year. You see? So this Saturday I got a seminar in Atlanta, GA. One of my old spots that we used to do seminars in. I'm going back there. Got good feedback. You got some people who signed up to be there. I'm looking for some families are coming. And I'm rolling through. So Al Bay will be there. We'll be talking about student loan discharge, car loan discharge, mortgage discharge, everything discharge. Let's put it like that. Grants, nonprofits, business funding, trust, as usual. Excuse me. It's going to be a great seminar. gonna be a very good seminar. And here's the thing: the next week I'm going to Champaign, Illinois, to do a seminar, and I got to do a conference all in the same time. I'm doing a conference. That's really why I'm going. Friday there's a conference, and while I was out there, they wanted me to do a seminar for a day. So, I'm out there, so I might as well go ahead and teach. It'll just be me. It'll only be me out there, but I'll hold it down for everyone. Champaign, Illinois. I have the flyer. I will put it up. The Champaign flyer up. If I can, let's see if I can find it. I swear I need an assistant. I know I do. Did he send it to me in an email? Steve Johnson. Him and his wife helped me out a lot. Man, I really appreciate them. Corinne. They really look after me. Keep me on point with some things. Let me see if he sent me an email. He might have sent it to text. Let's see. Let's check text. Johnson. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna download it and show that one. So if you guys want, if you can't make the Atlanta one, you can make the he said he'll send it over. The address is changed, so I'm not gonna show that until he corrects that. Thanks for warning me. So there it is. There's the seminar right there. Discharge seminar. Right there for you. So, what are we going to talk about today? I'm just going to talk right now. Because I know some of you are still struggling. Because I'm struggling sometimes. And I know other people are going through some things. But I'm going to ask you to do yourself a favor and just push even when you don't want to do it. Push. Stay consistent. Get up when you don't want to get up. And right now I'm exhausted because I get up very early in the morning. I got up by like 4 o'clock this morning. And I've been up ever since. And it seems like the days are just rushing on by. Not only that, there's challenges I have to deal in my personal life, with the family and stuff like that. There's things like that go on. I've been accused of not paying attention enough. And that's true. Is with the trucking company, that's been taking up a lot of time. It's pretty successful. We're doing it, but it takes up a lot of time. And then you have those weeks where things don't go right. So Beth was up, hey, it's all more to life to that trucking company. And she's right. There's more to life than the trucking company, but I got to keep it going at the same time. So I have to learn how to delegate some more responsibilities out. It's time for me to give up that dispatch stuff. I see your all praise to you. I see your comments. I'll post them in a second. So, but I appreciate what my family do to support me, but they support me to the best of what they can do. They have their things they got to do, so they support me. Like while I go on this trip, Beth will be here to look after things while I'm gone. All praise Yah says, I notice that I have been getting up during the hour of power 3:30. Yeah, me too. Yeah, that's a very powerful time. Because now let me tell y'all something about that. When you get up at that time and you have all those ideas flowing, get something to write it down. Get moving on it. Get working on it. Okay? Get working on it. Don't let that time slip away. All right? Because what happened is that the hour goes on, it's gonna fade. I can tell you, it's happened to me many times. Many of times, like I'll get lazy, don't get up, and then what was that I had the epiphany about? And I can't. It's not the same. You're supposed to get up and move in the energy and the flow of the word that's coming to you at that time. That's what the Bible says. You didn't even know the hour or the time he will come. You will not know the hour or the time when that word comes. Just be on the watch. Be on the watch for it. What is that scripture? Let's see if I can. Okay. Let's see if I can pull it up. Be on the watch. What does I typed in the wrong thing. Okay, let's see if this will do it. Be alert, be on the watch. Your enemy, the devil, roams around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. Be firm in your faith and resist him, because you know that other believers. That is not exactly what I was looking for. That's not a lot. Exactly what I was looking for. Here, let's see. Be always on the watch and pray that you may be able to escape all that is about to happen, that you may be able to stand before the Son of Man. So let's get the whole context of that. You know, I like to read the whole thing. What was that? 36. This is the scripture that talks about all of the signs. And a lot of people right now, it says, watch out that you are not deceived, for many will come in my name claiming I am he, and the time is near. Do not follow them. When you hear of wars and uprisings, do not be frightened. These things must happen first, but the end will not come right away. See, this is what's going on now. We got wars and people, oh man, we in end times. You know how many times as a kid I heard that throughout the years? We're in the end times. It's end times, end times. Here you got to look, when you see these things coming, that means a change is coming. And don't be in fear of it. It's what's going to happen. I mean, these wars that you hear about, they're nothing new. So as long as I've been alive, I've been hearing about wars over in Israel, the Middle East, everywhere. There's always some psychodrama going on. Why? To distract you, so that you don't put God first, and you start looking at all of these things, and it's bad out here. Take you away from your true divinity and your power, because you're looking at all of this stuff that happens. They're going to continue the war. They're going to continue to fight. Why? Because it's all about money. It's all political. It's all distractions. Why can't these governments just get along? Why? Because they don't want to get along. Because when you have wars and you tear up something, now you need government contracts to come and put it all back together. It creates jobs. It creates opportunities out of destruction. They fund these wars, and then once the region is all tore up, they send contractors in there. Pretty soon they'll be hiring people from over here to go over there to rebuild. They got to keep this system going. It has to be in chaos. This is a chaos system. It has to be confusion. There has to be a lot of problems. And the sad part about it, people, innocent people who think they're fighting for the right cause, is trapped in this psychodrama. They're all caught up. Believing this and believing that. This government wrong, that one's right, vice versa. They caught up. See, do you notice that they send the poor off the war? People with money, they don't send their kids off the war. That's not the norm. It's the people without money that go off and sacrifice. They're the pawns in the game. They're the ones who are being sacrificed. And that's exactly what it is. It's a sacrifice. The system, as it expands, must have its sacrifice. And how do they send off their sacrifice? They have priests bless them on the way out there to be sacrificed in the name of fighting for their country. When it's really a glorified or a ritualistic sacrifice in disguise. Yes. It's all sacrifice. One nation sacrificing their young for the benefit of keeping their system going. And remember all of these gender and agenda topics. You know, they're thinking about making women register. Other countries already do that, where women and men have to go into war, serve the country in the army or the military. There's other countries that already do that. Just a matter of time before it becomes mandatory here for women. Well, y'all wanted equal rights. There you got it now. You wanted to walk in the men's shoes, say it was too much of a patriarchy. Okay, now you got it. You got your even playing field. See, that's why you gotta be careful what you ask for. All right, so let's see what the chat is saying. Corinna's saying happy Tuesday. Thank you. Ronnie Davis says peace to all family. They love the lie and hate the truth. Absolutely. That is absolutely 100% true. Peace, everyone. I'm glad you talk about that trust, because folks is lost when talking about a proper way to do it and always say Akeem the King. Thank you. Yeah, people are lost when it comes to the trust. They really don't know. People are charging astronomical amount of money for trust. Like somebody put together a spindrift trust for someone and charging 10 grand for it, 5 to 10 grand. But speaking of spendthrift, let's read the definition of a spendthrift trust. A spendthrift, the word spendthrift, for those of you who know it, is a person who spends money in an extravagant and irresponsible way. So why would you have a spendthrift trust? What is that for? That's a trust. Let's look at that. So a spendthrift trust, in trust law, a spendthrift trust is a trust that is created for the benefit of a person often unable to control his or her spending. That gives an independent trustee full authority to make decisions as to how the trust funds may be spent for the benefit of the beneficiary. Creditors of the beneficiary generally cannot reach the funds in the trust, and the funds are not actually under the control of the beneficiary. The creator of a trust is often, see what I'm saying? So a spendthrift trust is really built for someone where the beneficiary is not a person who is good with money. So they get just enough to take care of them so that they don't blow all the money. But people are selling everybody, hey, you need a spendthrift trust and this and that. I'm like, what? So, I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but before you buy into these terms, understand what they are. Period. Okay? Let's go back to the comments. All praise Yah, say greetings, family. Cooley says peace. Again, peace from Brazil. Ronnie Davis. I love that. And yeah, poverty has did a lot of damage to our people and all people. Absolutely. So 21-day water fast. DJ B Thunder says evening everyone. Let's keep going. Let's go on. Son of the True King. Giannis will be in Atlanta. Oh, they come in Atlanta. Thank you. Again, you was in the last one. We would like to invest on the seminar on the day of the event. Is there still seats? Yes, you can invest on that day. Yes. Look forward to seeing you. Yes, you can. There is enough seats for you to be there. It said Matthews 25:13. Okay, I didn't see that. Okay, let's see. Matthews 25:13. Wherefore there for you neither the day nor the hour with the Son of Man. That's what I was looking for. Wherefore, therefore, watch therefore, for you know neither the day nor the hour. So you, let's keep saying the same. Let's get the whole scripture, man. 3 full chapter. He's like, truly I tell you, I don't know you. Therefore, keep watch, because you do not know the day of the hour. And that's what I'm telling you. That you don't know the day or the hour that you're going to get those inspirations. And you must be on it. When they come, you must act on them. As it says again, it would be like a man going on a journey who called his servants and entrusted his wealth to them. To one, he gave 5 bags of gold. I've done this teaching a lot of times. The one he gave 5 bags of gold, to another 2 bags, and the another 1 bag, each according to his ability. Then he went on his journey. The man who had received 5 bags of gold went at once and put his money to work and gained 5 bags more. See, some of y'all got 5 bags of multi-million-dollar ideas that God entrusted you. See, when you get these ideas God entrusts you with to act on, and for you to multiply that. Not for you to just, that's a great idea and not do anything about it. When you're reading this, which one is you? So also the one with 2 bags of gold gained 2 more. But the man who had received 1 bag went off, dug a hole in the ground, and hid his master's money. See, some of y'all got to get an idea and y'all hiding it. How do you hide it? You don't act on it when you get it. You just let it pass you by. Oh, that was a great idea. Don't get up. I've done that. Trust me, I've done that. You don't act on it. So you just like that slave who buried it and do nothing with it. You don't get inspiration from the divine inspiration and you do nothing with it. You're not supposed to do that. Eventually you will not hear that voice anymore. You won't get those words. You won't get those experiences. Why? You'll become dull. And you'll feel like your life is empty. You will always feel like you're not fulfilling a purpose. But listen, when you act on these ideas, guess what? you feel like when you do them and you're working them out, you feel like you're fulfilling the purpose. You feel energized. You feel awake. You feel spiritually alive. That's why I say, man, I actually need to a break, like a total solitude break. Haven't had that in a long time. So, what's 7:56? I'm about to let y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. But let me finish comments. Ronnie Davis said, this is a sick system. They use war to gain land. Absolutely. The great delusion is real. Peace, bro. Just finished hunting, getting more deer meat. Oh yeah, I got your message. Yeah, you know I want it. I was you said I was the whole man until you said make a movie. So I did, and now I'm about to make my first deal. Wow. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations. See? Yeah, I said just go ahead and do it, right? I said just go and do it. And see the power in just moving in the power of your skill set. Your see, all you got to do is put it out there, move in it, and watch it grow. Watch it grow. Man, I like to hear that. So, what do I want to leave you with? It is October the 17th. This month is already just about gone. 13 days left. It just started, it felt like. But it's not too late to start on your goals. It's not too late. Get started now. Because that's all you have is now. Peace, prosperity, and extreme wealth to all. Now, some of y'all might get a pop-up to approve that you want to be recorded. Just click it. Okay, I think it is something like that, and you'll be able to clear that screen. Well, in any case, whatever, control it. So it says, whereas Union County Sheriff and all other county sheriffs in the land called North Carolina have violated their constitutional oath of office. That's a fact, right? When they pull you over without warrants, questioning you, those are all violations of the Constitution. I don't care what their codes and statutes say, they have violated. They are conducting an investigation on you without what is required, a warrant to even talk to you or to question you, to ask for any type of identification. Those are all warrantless encounters with a law enforcement officer.